Okay, today we're going to talk about exponents and powers. So the power is the answer to an exponent. So this is 2 to the power of 4, which means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And the power is the answer to that question. So how would we say this? Well, we'd say it. Let me get it on my, let's go orange. 2 to the power of 4. 2 is our base number. 4 is our exponent. My dog's barking. I'm doing this video at home, so hopefully you can't hear him. Alright, so next we're going to talk about the base. 2 is the base number in this exponent here. So 2 is your base number. It's the number that gets multiplied 4 times. 2 is called the base, and the exponent, I'm going to take that back. The exponent is the number of times you multiply the base. So 2 is your base. The exponent is how many times you multiply it. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. I multiplied 2 4 times. 4 times, the 4 is the exponent. It's the amount of time you multiply the base. So we have certain terms though for certain exponents. So when you have an exponent of 3, you say cubed. Any number to the power of 3 or with an exponent of 3, you say 7 cubed. For example, this is 7 cubed. If I were to take this number and I would say, let's go 4, I would change this to 4 times 4 times 4, or 4 cubed, and here's how I would write it. 4 cubed. Any number that you have an exponent of 3 is called cubed. It could be any number. I could say 25 cubed, and this would be 25 times 25 times 25. So any number with an exponent of 3 is called cubed, which leads us to our next one. Oh, pictures again. All right. Our next one is squared, and that's very similar to cubed, except for it's any number with an exponent of 2. So 7 to the power of 2, which equals 7 times 7. Okay? 7 to the power of 2 is 7 times 7. So anytime you say that, you would say 7 squared. If I were to change it just like the last one, let's change it to 9 this time. That would change this to 9 times 9, which would be, you guessed it, 9 squared. All right, now we're going to move into using exponents in math. So this is our exponents lesson, and we're going to start working with exponents. So first off, if I had 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, I would figure out what is my base number. The base is the number that's being multiplied. 3 is my base. Well, how many times did I multiply it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is your exponent. So I have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 equals 3 to the 4th power, or to the power of 4. In order to solve this, what I do is I put little parentheses around my numbers, and then I multiply within my parentheses. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And then I still have to multiply. Don't forget about this Little X right here, he says, hey, I want to go down here. Woo! All right, going down there. 9 times 9 equals, well, a strategy to figure that out would be count 9 times. So 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. Counted it 9 times. So that's how I'd answer. So 3 to the power of 4, or 3 to the 4th power, equals 81. All right, now we're going to change my color because I want to. So let's say if I had 5 to the 8th power, what would that be? Well, how many times do I multiply 5? 5 multiplied by itself 8 times. 8 is my exponent. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd have 5 times 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 5. 5 is my base. 8 is how many times I multiply 5. So I have one here, 4 to the 5th power. 4 is my base. How many times I multiply it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 to the 5th power. Okay, we're going to do one a little bit bigger, but we're going to solve it here. I'm going to teach you how to solve. So if I had, let's say, 2 to the 6th power, of course we'd write it out, 2 times 2 times 2, and I'd get 6 2's when I multiply it there. And then I would group them together, group it with that, multiply these two, multiply these two, multiply these two. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 times 2 is 4. Notice how I'm making sure to bring down those multiplication symbols. Do not forget, please, to bring down these multiplication symbols when you put these in parentheses. And then I can group these together. 4 times 4 is 16. Times, I'm bringing down that multiplication symbol. These two numbers multiply together. 4 times 4 equals 16. Multiply, I bring that down, times 4. Don't forget this guy over here. And then I'm just going to do that problem over here, 16 times 4. And we've been working on that a little bit on our multi-digits. So 6 times 4, I'm going to count by 6, 4 times, 6, 12, 18, 24. My 4 goes here, 2 goes here. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So 2 to the 6th power equals 64. Okay, now I'm going to have you guys try your own. Please get to your sheet, and I will be trying to get back to you within the next 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please ask your neighbor sitting next to you.